What's up, guys? So you guys want to race, huh? All right. Today I'm going to show you guys the basic things you need to do that. All right. So let's Alright guys, so the first thing you are going to need to race, obviously, is a quad. Alright? So if you got that, you're in business. So as far as the machine goes, you don't need anything special. The only thing you will need is a tether switch. That's this guy right here. So basically what happens is, if the quad's running, and you should fall off of it, it kills it. All right, so you will take this thing, just attaches to your body somewhere, so if you do happen to crash, which can happen, it'll kill the machine so the thing doesn't run away, hit some people, who knows. So that's number one for the quad. Besides that, you don't need anything else for the quad. Now for your serious racers out there that really want to get into racing, I mean, you guys see what I have going on here, so you can get into lots of different things, from tires to wheels to suspension to protection. A couple of the basics that you should have on your quad, even just for riding around for fun. You're gonna want a good skid plate, guys. Good poly skid plate or a good aluminum skid plate to protect the bottom of your frame. All right, that's it's not a must, but it's something that I would highly recommend. And then also, you're gonna want a good swing arm skid plate. All right, same thing. You don't have to have these things, guys, but you want to protect your machine. And depending on where you race and what track, some tracks are rocky, so those rocks are going to cause damage. So if you have the proper protection, you'll be all set. Good set of tires is always nice. Obviously, if you guys want to get into suspension and stuff, that's a whole a whole nother thing. So but if you got a completely stock bike, that's totally fine. You will only need a tether switch to race. So that is a must-have for your first race. The second thing you guys are gonna need is a good set of gear. All right, the whole thing. Don't be showing up in Dickies and work boots, all right? Because most racing series won't tolerate it. They want long sleeves, all right? I mean, you can wear pants, all right? But come on, you're racing. You gotta look like a racer, all right? So a jersey, set of pants, and the correct set of riding boots, guys, all right? Gloves, good set of gloves, and obviously the most important thing, helmet, all right? And some goggles. Now, for a cross-country race, I would highly recommend a roll-off system, but you don't have to have this. You can get away with tear-offs or nothing at all. Sometimes races are muddy, so a system like this is going to help you. So basically, you get a little mud on the goggles, you pull this lever, and it gives you a clean stripe across the goggles so you can see. It's pretty important, guys. You want to be able to see while you're racing. All right, guys, so the third thing you're going to need, and this only applies to a national race. If you're going to race a national race, you're going to be required to either get an AMA day pass or an AMA membership. If you get a membership, you get a card like that. Which if you plan on doing more than one race, this is the way to go. So if you do a day pass, normally if you do race again, they will put that money you put for the day pass towards a membership. So let's just say, for example, the day pass is 20 bucks or it's $25, whatever it may be. A year membership is $50. So let's say you come to a second race and you say, okay, I want to buy a membership now. They will take that $25 or $20, whichever it is, and put it towards your membership. So you only owe another $25 or $30, whatever the money is. But this is 50 bucks a year. So, and if you plan on racing more than one race and they're national, then this is the way to go. So you're going to want to get an AMA membership. But you can get a day pass. So, and then if you do race some local series, they don't have any AMA, so you won't even need this. Okay, the next thing you guys are gonna need, if it's could be national and local, most racing series have these, especially the larger ones. You're gonna need a transponder. And like the AMA membership, you don't have to buy a transponder, you can rent them. So I will show you guys the Wainoa transponder. It's just a sticker, it goes under the helmet right there. And those I think you have to buy. They're 10 bucks and they last forever. So as long as you don't change helmets, you can use that thing as long as you don't rip it or ruin it. All right, so that's, you know, inexpensive. GNCC, however, is a little more money. You can rent the transponders. I think it's like $10 or $15 to rent them. If you want to run the whole series or a handful of races, then you probably are better off buying one. So that is the GNCC transponder. I think that one is about $85 to buy, and it lasts 2 or 3 years, so that keeps you good for racing for a while. All right guys, so I'm going to show you guys some additional things I would highly recommend you having for your first race, especially if it's a cross-country race. A cross-country race can last anywhere between an hour and a half to 2.5 hours long, depending on the series you race. The Wainoa series runs for an hour and a half, and it all depends on the leaders' laps and times. Sometimes we'll be out there for an hour and 45 minutes, even 2 hours. GNC, it's a 2-hour race, but same thing, depending on the pros and the lap times and the time, we can easily be out there for 2.5 hours or even almost 3 hours. It all depends on time. So you want to be prepared for that, guys, and to do that you need a camel pack. All right, a hydration pack is a must-have for cross-country racing. Keep you hydrated. You know, you can put Gatorade in there, you can put water in there, whatever you guys like, throw it in there, fill it up, put it on your back, and you have that. A lot of guys, when they pit, will get water bottles with a straw in them. They'll grab those and suck them down when they leave their pits, which you can do that too if you got a a couple people with you, and they can set those things up. And if you need to pit, because if it's a mud race, you're gonna have to pit for goggles. You may want to change gloves, or you may want to grab a drink. If you don't have a camel pack, you're probably gonna be thirsty. But a camel pack I highly recommend, guys. And then some of the other things that I use, all right, I wear knee pads under my pants, so I do have a tendency to rub the tank with my knees on the quad while I'm racing. So without knee pads, you will get like rash marks, like road rash kind of. So knee pads will solve that issue. So it's a good thing to have, inexpensive. And the other thing I wear is palm savers, guys. So these you basically throw on under your gloves, and it prevents blisters on your hands. Another inexpensive item, especially if you're new. Chances are after your first race you're going to get some pretty good blisters. All right, it's going to happen. All right, so those will help prevent them. And that's pretty much it. All right, so the next thing that I recommend, something that I use and a lot of racers use, is a chest protector. Now there's all different kinds of these, guys, so you can find one that suits you best. This one I wear under my jersey so you don't see it, which is nice, but they have all different kinds. They have some that can go over the jersey. They have some that have built-in camel packs, so it's all one unit, which is nice. And then also, I don't run one, but neck braces are an option. A lot of guys run those. I don't. I've tried one before. I'm not comfortable with them. That's an option, an additional safety option. You guys could run those. And then another nice feature to have on your quad is hand guards, guys. All right, so hand guards, there's a lot of different ones out there. These are power mats, real great setup. I got the wraps on them so they're solid. During racing, guys, you're going to be behind riders and they kick up a lot of roost, and that roost is going to hit you in the chest, it's going to hit you in the face, it's going to hit your hands. Those hand guards will help protect your hands from getting a rock flung off of it. And that actually happened to me the first cross-country race I did back in 2011. I was riding behind a rider, the guy was kicking up some roost, and I had a rock about that big. I think I have it on video, actually, I'm not sure. I saw it friggin' flew right into my hand, and it hurt a lot, guys. So I would highly recommend, if you want to spend a few bucks, those are inexpensive, some hand guards, chest protector. Definitely nice to have those things and make your race that much more comfortable. All right, guys, so that's the basics for your first race. Pretty simple stuff. Most important thing on the quad is the tether switch. That's all you need for the quad. If you want to get into modifications and stuff like that, that's all up to you. Like I said, I recommend hand guards and skid plates. I think that's a must-have for racing, but you don't need them. All right, second thing was gear. Make sure you guys got proper gear, a good helmet, good set of goggles. You know, tear-offs and roll-offs are optional, but I highly recommend one or the other. You know, a good set of, you know, race pants, jersey, gloves. Palm savers are an option. You don't need them, but, you know, like I said, it's nice to have. I wear knee pads, so you guys can get them or not. That's, you know, not a must-have. A good chest protector is a nice touch to have. Camel pack, I would highly suggest getting one. I think that is a must-have for a race. You guys should have one of those. AMA membership or AMA day pass, either one. So depending on what series you race. Transponder, you know, that was the Wainoa one, and you saw the JNCC one, which was on the bike. So each series will give you stickers for your helmets. So this one's set up for Wainoa, so they want 3 numbers on the helmet, one on the left, one on the right, one on the back. JNCC does a sticker on each side, but then they do a color sticker on the back which identifies your class. Wainoa does it by number, so all the 500 numbers are senior A, so that's how I know that's my class. So when it comes to JNCC, I have this sticker on the back of my helmet, so they get all different colored. See right there, so that identifies senior A class for the afternoon race, and they got all different colors for all the different classes. All right, so here is the GNCC transponder right there. Like I said, you can rent it or you can buy it, depending on if you want to get a little more serious with racing and do more. That's pretty much it, guys. So get a bunch of friends, go to the races, have some fun, and if you happen to do one, I want to hear about it. So let me know in the comments. Let me know where you raced. Let me know how it went, how you liked it, and if it happens to be a Wainoa or a GNCC, come find me, say hello. I'm always around the whole weekend at GNCC. I race at 2 p.m. on Saturday, so you can find me on the line, or you can see me hanging around, you know, Friday, Saturday morning. I'm always out and about, usually a GoPro in my hand, checking the track out, checking the pro pits out, you know, saying hi to people. And that's pretty much it, guys. So have fun, be safe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.